When the index is a number other than 2, like we've been dealing with, we can also simplify it by separating it into different factors. So when you come up with something like this, where you have a fraction, remember it's easier to just break it up right from the beginning into the top and the bottom. So the top is its own separate radical sign. Remember, you have to keep the same index for both. It's 4. And then the bottom will have its own. And then we're going to start from down here, just so we can see this and save room. So the bottom one, the denominator, is actually fairly easy to figure out. That is a perfect square. We know that 2 times 2 times 2 times 2's, 4 different times it appears as a factor, equals 16. So this whole term is 2. That's the factor, the equal factor. The top one up here is a little bit more difficult. That is not a perfect square, so we're going to have to break it up. You can't break it up by 2, that factor, because it's an odd number. But you can divide it by 3, or take out a factor of 3. And when you do that, so 4, 3, that's the factor you're taking out, the result is 81. The good thing about this number here is that this is a perfect root. 3, so 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 4 times, or we could say multiplied by itself, equals 81. So the factor we're looking for is 3. This thing equals 3. We cannot reduce this or simplify this anymore. So this one's going to have to stay, but this one is actually a perfect root. So let's rewrite it. Remember, you put the numbers that are outside of a radical sign first. So this will simplify into 3, and then index of 4, 3 within here, and this is all over 2. And that's your final answer.